We are back, and this is episode 5 of Farming Simulator, the Platinum Edition. We are on this new map that came with the expansion. Again, you cannot play the expansion unless you also have the main game itself, Farming Simulator 17. And this expansion not only gave us new brands of equipment. For example, the sower here is a Stara brand, and that's just some of the new brands that have been incorporated here with this new expansion. You'll find them, if you have the expansion, you will find them in the back, and if you look under the price of these, it will show Platinum Expansion. That shows that they are in the Platinum Expansion DLC. So right now we are having a hired help to sow this field. You can obviously tell because of how straight these lines are. If you've seen me play before, you know I cannot do that. But one of the things that I wanted to do before I really get started doing anything else is show this. Now, I did a video of it, but for some reason when I tried to put episode 4 together, it was not there. That video is now gone. I have no idea where it went. I think it went into the great beyond or something like that. So, as promised, I said that I would show off this harvester. It is our new one. We sold the last one because the most we were able to get is about 2.5 rows on field 1, which is a small field here. All we could get is 2.5 rows before it was full. So we desperately needed something larger. Also, the pipe that comes out on the side of that one, if you look at this one, the pipe on this one goes up pretty high. So it can actually fit into our new trailer that we bought, the big yellow one. The trailer that we used to have, it was a tipper trailer. It was this one here. And you can see a slight comparison. They're not to scale here, but you can tell that one right there, when you look at the sizes of the wheels on this and then the side of the trailer, you can tell that it's not that big of a trailer really. The trailer that we got is this one here, and if you look at these much larger wheels, you can tell that the trailer is even higher. Plus you can tell by this ladder here, the trailer that we now have is much higher, especially since this one is just a little bitty ladder to get to the top. So the old harvester that we had, the pipe would come out to about right here on the side of it, right about there where the point of the cursor is. That's about the highest it would go. This one actually extends out over the top of it, so we had to do an upgrade there. It's a good upgrade. This is a Massey Ferguson. It is the 7347S. It is a really good harvester. It has been working great for us. We also have a wider front on this one. It's 7.2. I hit the wrong screen. I do that sometimes. Okay. The one that we have for this one, it's right here, 7.6. Okay. That is the header that we have on it. So we get a wider bite. You can actually see the width of the header here. This right here shows you which types of crops that you can use to harvest with it. And if you go all the way back here, this was the one that was on the harvester that came with the DLC. It's a 4.2 meter width. So we're not quite double that, but we are a good bit wider. So that also means that we have better width on our work. Our work width is a lot better. The one that you come with is here, or that comes with it is here. It's only a 100 horsepower, so it really wouldn't have been able to handle something like what we were doing. The 7347S is this one. It's a 306 horsepower. It also holds 8,600 in the tank, which is 8,600 liters, versus this one only holding 3,540. So I want to show you that real quick. While I have the NPC working, I'm going to put this harvester back up, and then I'm going to start working on some of the neighbors' farms. So I will get busy with that, and I will be back shortly. Okay, so we're back, and we now have the sugarcane harvester out. Now the harvester is the one that is attached to the tractor. It's got the long pipe up top. That's what's going to dump into the trailer. Now this is one way that you can do it, where you would have another tractor over here pulling this trailer. But there is something else that you can do. Now we're going to fold up the harvester so that we can back it up easier. And we're going to pull the pipe in, get it out of the way. We got to back up the camera so I can see better. Now this harvester has the ability to pull the trailer behind it. It's a bit of a pain sometimes to back up. If you're not good at backing up a trailer, there is a trailer mod that would help. Now, whenever you unfold, gotta switch over to it. Whenever you unfold your harvester, see, now what it's going to do is it's going to dump right into there. So, in case you're wondering why I am bringing this up, over here at field 14, our sugarcane is now ready to be harvested. Now you want to talk about a really tall crop. I'm just going to pull up here beside it so that you can see. It's really tall. What we actually need is just the stalks. That's what we are after. And what happens is the blades up top cut the green foliage off, and then this excuse me, this down here actually takes in the stalks, and then they go up through the pipe and into the trailer. And so that's what we're wanting to do. Now this trailer will actually raise up. This is one I mentioned in one of my other videos. It will raise up and dump into another trailer. So what we're going to do is we're going to hire somebody to do this. One other thing real quick. You notice the color of this is red? That means that it's here. Remove tops. This is when it's actually ready to be harvested. So it is ready. This right here just means that this is for other types of grains. But for sugarcane, whenever it says remove tops, that means that you're ready to harvest. So we're going to hop in here, and we're going to go ahead and unfold the trailer. Now it actually sits out to the side of your tractor whenever you're harvesting. So what you would want to do is pull your tractor up just to the side of your field, like this. Right about there. Then we hire somebody to harvest it. And there we go. And you can see it dumping in there. Now, the reason I hired them to do this is because it's a lot easier to have them do it. Now, we're also going to come in here. We're going to look at buying a Valtra T-Series tractor. This one nope, don't need the front loader. This is what we're looking for. It's 250 horsepower. If you look down here, it's 250 horsepower. We're wanting to go with wheel weights because it's the cheaper way of doing it. And if you look, we're just a little under 1,000 off, so we're going to take out a little bit more on that loan that we had. Okay, so since we took out a bit more, let me see. No, we don't need that. Wheel weights would be fine. So yeah, we're good with this. Okay. And I am heading over to get it. We need to pick up our trailer, and we are going to just dump what's in it out at one of the shops or stores, I mean. Oh, I forgot about this. Okay, here's something really cool. I can hit the A button and change direction, driving direction. So now when I turn right, it turns right. Whoop, don't want to go back too fast. And then I hold down both of the buttons, make sure tractor is selected, and change my driving direction back. This tractor and the other one that we have both have that feature. Okay. So we have this. Let me see, where can we take this? We're going to go back here to prices. Alright, whenever it's blue like this, that means that there's a special need for it. We only have a little bit of it in our tank. It shows you right here how much you actually have in storage. So in storage we have 100,000 of wheat. So we're going to find a place to sell it. Don't want to use a train, so it's either the harbor or the bakery. I'm going to go to whichever one is closest. There's the bakery. The harbor is here, so it's not that big of a difference between the two. So we will set that as our tag place. And now if you look on our mini map, it's flashing yellow. That tells me it's been tagged, and that is where I want to go. Yeah, okay, I made a mistake. I made a left coming out of my drive instead of a right, so I actually ended up here at the bakery instead of where I was originally going. So we'll just whip around here. Let me see. There we go. I know why the camera keeps adjusting on me. There we go. Unlock it from the vehicle. Gonna move over some because I don't want any of that spilling out in there. That'll just be a real big pain to try and get out. Oh, come on. Alright, that should be good. And unload it. Make sure none of it falls out anywhere. There we go. That was good. Whoop! Turn my driver back around. There we go. Alright. So now we are heading back. Oh wow, look at that. Huh. Don't know what happened there. Seriously? That's not even... Okay. I don't know what's going on with that. So you get out to the end, they stop. Alright, so let me try and pick that up for them. This is one of the things about the workers. If you watch any of my other playthroughs, you'll notice that the workers in this game are very, 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 very flawed. So, okay, let's see. Lower harvester. Turn on harvester. Ooh, look at me go. There we go. So as long as I just keep running along the edge here, we're good to go. And we can look back. Nice. Pretty little lines. And I come in here. Turn on the harvester and we're good to go. So I can do it like this. It's just going out to the very end and then turning around 180 and coming back in with the tractor running in the row. I can't do that. I'm not even going to try. And I'm keeping up with the amount in my trailer. If you look over on the right hand side, it shows you how much is in your trailer. Shows you right under how much fuel you have. So we're around 7,900 and we are 68% full, it looks like. So I'm going to want to stop because whenever it gets full, because we don't want any of this dumping onto the ground, and that will happen. So we get out here to the end, cut that off, make our big loop. Sorry about coughing. Okay, cut it back on and go. Alright, and by making this turn like this, whoop, don't do that. By making this turn like I am, I'm going around the outside edge, but it is helping me to keep a straight, even line all the way through. Well, until I mess up like that. But it's somewhat straight. That's what counts, right? Well, look at that. Oops, already at 100%. Okay. That kind of snuck up on me. So I'm going to switch over here. Alright. Now another thing that you can do is, like my very last container or trailer that I get, that small trailer there, I'm actually going to keep it because you can dump it into the seeder, the one that you use to plant them, and you can use that to grow more. This thing right over here. Oh, come on, it stuck me in the wall. Try this forward some. Now I can get out. Alright. The planter, this right here is what you use. They don't call it a planter, it is... Let's go in here to the sugarcane harvester. They call it a billet planter. So it's basically just little shards, or the little pieces of the stalk that get cut off. That's basically what's in here. So to refill this thing, if you don't want to buy more of it because it gets expensive, you can just take and dump straight from this trailer here into it. That's pretty cool. I do like how they did that. Let me see, we're going to swing this baby around so I can get a bit straighter. And then it should be easier for me to get the other trailer up there. Oh, I keep moving to the wrong vehicle. Alright. It does kind of make it a little hard because you want to get the... You need to get the trailer pretty close to this one. Let me see, pull up some. There we go. Alright. So we're going to raise it up and dump it over. And then lower it back down.